everyone, my name is Ashley and welcome to my YouTube channel, That One Dish. Or if you're one of the two people who watched my very first video, welcome back to my channel. So I started the idea for this channel a few years ago, and the idea was to get people together whose dishes I really loved and have them teach me how to make those dishes. And so I hesitated a lot on getting this YouTube channel actually into fruition. And I finally got up the courage to do it, and we filmed a video, and in my opinion, it was great. I loved it, and I felt super proud of seeing my dream into reality in the form of that video. However, this week, when I was planning out what my next video would be, I ran into a snag. And that snag was that I couldn't find anybody to be on my video today. And I was initially really upset and kind of scratching my head trying to figure out how the heck am I gonna film a video that requires there to be a guest on the video. So I realized that I had made an error on my part in the planning process of how realistic this video channel is. And I came to the conclusion that I don't necessarily need to have a person on with me. I would love to, and if you know me and you're out there and would like to come onto the channel, you're more than welcome. But it seems that distance, along with just people being very camera shy, as I am, has led to where we are now. So I'm not giving up the original plan for That One Dish channel, where I learn recipes from either friends or family, but instead of them having to be here, I thought that I could try and make them myself. And I know it sounds dumb, but the idea actually came to me from the best, I was gonna say Christmas gift, the best wedding gift that I received from my recent wedding last month. In case you didn't know, your girl got married. And I got a gift that, you guys, when I tell you, I'm not an emotional person. I mean, I am, but I cry when I'm upset, which is weird. But mostly, I don't really cry when I'm happy. And when I got this gift, I was crying so much because it was honestly the most beautiful gift that I've ever been given. And it was given to me by my husband's mom, Lisa. Show Lisa right here. And she put together a cookbook with all of her family's recipes in it, and also who contributed to that recipe. So people who've long passed in her family, it's a way for me to kind of meet them by making the dishes that they themselves were known for making. So she not only gave me this book, but she gave me this book that literally fits my aesthetic to a core, which I know is very off topic, but I can appreciate that she understood the assignments. And we have the book. So if you watched my last video, or you just know me in person, you notice that there's something a little different about me today. And that difference is that I dyed my hair. Honestly, I wasn't going for any specific. Is that Conan in the background? Of course he wants a snack now. Sorry, my dog's drinking and eating in the background. But I didn't really have a person in mind that I wanted to emulate. I just knew I wanted to change my hair up something really different. And now I feel like I'm getting a major Starfire Teen Titan vibes, like Princess Coriander Who. Yes, I love it. I feel like red hair was meant for me. So with that being said, I decided to connect these two and make from this holy grail a cookie recipe that was attributed to Colton's mom, and they are called, drum roll please, Cranberry Pecan Cookies. And you know what? I say pecan. I say pecan. I know some people say pecan, or there's something else. Pecan, I don't know. That's just what I call them. Do you guys call them anything else? Please let me know in the description down below what you call them, because I feel like throughout my lifetime I've been corrected quite a few times that I'm saying it wrong, so let me know. But anyway, so we have the detailed instructions on how to make everything and some little notes here and there on how to make things a little bit easier. So since today is actually a icy and snow day, I am not going to take you guys to the grocery store with me just for safety reasons. However, I did go ahead and purchase all of these items that we're gonna need beforehand, and I also kept the receipt so that I can show you guys exactly how much everything costs. So we are going to go ahead and get started with those, and at the end, we're gonna actually mail these cookies to my mom down in Florida. Yes, my mom, right here, enter picture. Honestly, people always say how much we look alike, but now that I have my red hair, I wonder if people still think it. I don't know. Let me know downstairs, down in the comments below if you think we still look a lot alike. Either way, there is a special way that I was taught by Lisa, Colton's mom, she's a star of the show today, on how to actually package cookies and send them to where they're still good and fresh when you get them. And so the first time I had experience with this, it literally blew my mind. So my husband Colton and I, if you don't know, we met because we were both stationed in the Middle East together around the holidays, and Colton's mom had sent him a care package with all these delicious cookies in them, and of course we had to share. And I was just so shocked that these cookies came from all the way Oklahoma to the Middle East and they were still delicious. Like they tasted like, you know, they'd been made that day. So there is a trick, there is a little secret on how to keep those cookies fresh and delicious, which I have tried myself. I made some delicious snickerdoodles, which are mine and my sister's favorite cookie. And I mailed them to her when she was living in England, and she told me the same thing, that they were so fresh and delicious. So I'll show you guys how to do that along with these delicious cookies. So stay tuned, and sorry if Kona, my little Chiweenie, you know, runs around in the background. This house is pretty much his house and we're just living in it. So if you see him, say hello. Okay, but let's get started. The first ingredient that you're going to need is sugar cookie dough. This is just the Pillsbury sugar cookie dough that I found at Target. You can find it anywhere. All you're going to want to do is take the sugar cookie dough and set it out for about 30 minutes before you're actually about to start baking, so that they can become nice and soft. The next ingredient you're going to want are some chopped pecans. And to make these guys stand out, we're gonna add cranberries. Dried cranberries, that is. Next, we add in our vanilla extract. And lastly, we add in our white chocolate chips. So now that we have all of our ingredients, the very first step is to get a large bowl, and I am using my KitchenAid mixer to mix all of this stuff, which of course I got from Colton's mom Lisa, so thank you. So we're just going to add the cookie dough, the pecan, the chocolate chips, the cranberries, and the vanilla all together. the attachment that works the best when you're making cookies. So put that one in, and then you just twist it and lock it in. And then we're gonna drop this guy down and go ahead and start mixing. So for mine, there's another knob on the side that you can't see, but it's the lock knob that keeps this from like moving up while you're mixing. And then over on the left side is where you have your little stir. Okay, so it's been about 30 seconds. These guys really don't take that much time to mix together. So we are going to do the little button on the side you can't see, unlock that, and lift this guy up out of the mixer. It has a lot of the dough on it, so we're gonna have to get this guy off. Ugh. And there we go. Okay, so it comes off pretty easily. You just have to wiggle it a little bit, jiggle it a little bit. Did you ever see that SNL skit? Wiggle it a little bit.
Jiggle it a little. Jiggle it a little. You know, like a toilet handle. Just jiggle it a little.
Okay, now that's done, we're gonna go ahead and transfer these onto a baking sheet with parchment paper on top. Okay, now I washed my hands, rolled up my sleeves, and we're ready to roll up these cookies. So the recipe book actually says that you need to get them by a 1 tablespoon amount, and I don't have a cookie scoop, so I just got this 1 tablespoon measuring spoon, and I'm gonna scoop them using this and set them 2 inches apart like it says in the book. So first off, actually I'm gonna scrape down the sides of the bowl so that everything is incorporated evenly. Okay, soak that all the delicious little morsels together. So I'm just gonna set this guy aside, and we're going to start rolling out the cookies. So I'm gonna get a tablespoon, and this obviously isn't foolproof. It would be so much better to have a cookie scoop, but this is what we have. So just gonna roll these guys and put them like so. Something my dad always says, like so. Like so. And the last one is done. Okay, now so we're gonna bake these guys at 350 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. I also made another batch because with my spoon it made 18, so we're gonna put those guys in there as well. Okay, so they've been baking for about 12 minutes, and you know they're done because they have that little like golden brownness. Hey guys, and welcome back. Now our cookies are all baked and they look so good and delicious. And the final step is taking these guys and mailing them to my mom. So I have everything out that we need to mail them out for my mom. So what I did was I went to the Dollar Tree and I just got one of their basic tins, like tin sound. They have the cardboard ones too, but I don't think that they would work as well. And this one has a hinge that's not like mandatory. It was just nice that it has a hinge on it, but we're gonna need a tin. This one's really cute because it matches my new red hair. And then we're also going to need a Ziploc bag. I just got these from my pantry. They're the great value ones, so I got them from Walmart and they should be very inexpensive. And the last thing we're gonna need is some tape, and I'll show you why later. And of course, our delicious cookies. So the first step is we are going to take our cookies and we're gonna put them in our Ziploc bag. And so this Ziploc bag is going to keep away all of the moisture and everything related with traveling, and will keep them nice and dry. I'm not going to put every single one in here because I think Colton would divorce me if I didn't leave a few cookies for him to eat later. So I'll put in as many as I can. It's starting to get a little steamy because they're still warm, but I think that should be good. Yeah, I think that should be good. It's enough for Colton and to share with a few friends at school. So what we're gonna do next is we're going to make sure that all the air is out of the Ziploc bag. So as you're closing it, kind of, you know, like push out some of that air. And you'll know, it doesn't have to be like vacuum sealed or anything like that, but for the most part, it's flat and most of the air is out of the cookies. So then the next step is to take our cute little tin, and we're going to put these guys into the tin, whichever way they'll fit without mashing them up too bad. So I might have to do some reconfiguring here for a little bit, or take some more cookies out for Colton. I think I'll take some more cookies out for Colton. He's like that. Don't worry, Mom and Dad, you're still gonna get cookies, I promise. Okay, so just let the air out again. Okay, and this has a little curved top, so anything sticking out will still fit. And ta-da! Okay, so they're in their little tin. And the last and final step, this is super optional, but this is something that Colton has mentioned that has been really helpful, and that is to actually tape the tin closed so that, you know, in transit, if they open up, they don't go flying everywhere, or it won't open up in transit actually. So I just have some Scotch tape that was lying around, and I'm just going to go ahead and go around the border of it where the opening was, and then just tape it closed. Cool. You know what? It kind of blends in. It doesn't even look that bad. So now your cookies are doubly sealed, triply sealed, and they should be good to go to mail to your loved ones. So thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I know that I said it's a little bit different from what I originally planned to do, but that's okay. I feel like I really had just as much fun filming an episode alone as I would have if I would have had a guest. And if you learned anything today, maybe you learn how to make these delicious cookies, maybe you learn how to mail whatever it is that you're mailing to your family. But also I just want you to know that don't give up. If you hit a snag on something that you really care about, just keep pushing forward, and eventually it will work out, even if it's something as trivial as a YouTube channel that only 3 people watch. Anyway, so without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and write a little handwritten note to my mom, because that's what I always like to do. And yeah, we're gonna go send these out, and I think my dog might join us because he's been hovering around and definitely wants some cookies. And now that we are done, we can successfully say that I made something from the holy book that was given to me by Colton's family. So I feel really awesome about it. If you want to make something like this, I think that it would be perfect for a Friendsgiving or even Thanksgiving, a dessert to bring that is super easy to make, and it looks like it took you hours to make, which funnily enough is exactly what Colton's mom wrote under her like little notes. It says, easy to make and tastes like you spent hours making them. So it's definitely a cookie that will impress those that you bring them to. And oh my gosh, I have my dog who came to visit us. You ready? This is Kona! Kona essentially, even though he's only 7 pounds, he runs the entire house. So he's gonna go over everything, inspect it, make sure we did things right, or I'm probably gonna have to start from square one. Sorry, he makes me nervous. Anyway, so let me know if you guys made these cookies or not, if you have any suggestions. I will leave the prices for everything in the video, of course, and the recipe down below. Tune in next time for another video of That One Dish, Thanksgiving edition. Bye! Bye!